What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. As you know, on the last camper build update, I showed you guys my awning and the OVS shower cube. And in this video, we're gonna be reviewing what I'm gonna use for a shower system on the micro camper. We're gonna be using the Joolca Hottap system for our hot water shower for the micro camper. There's 3 different kits you can get on their website. There's the Essential Kit, there's the Outing, which is what we have here, and then there's a Nomad. For the Essential Kit, you basically get most of what is pictured here minus the pump. So you have to supply your own pressurized water. With the Outing Kit that I chose, it does come with a pump. So that way you can have pressurized water no matter where you are, even if you are off grid. And then the Nomad Kit actually comes with a sink, a kitchen faucet, and like a basin and everything like that. So it's a lot more to it than this kit. But I believe the Joolca Outing Kit is just about perfect for anybody else who likes to go camping off-grid like myself. Just to go over a few things that come in the kit here. So obviously this is our shower head. This is our on-off switch. We will get in more into that later. Here we got the feet. Those can basically attach to the bottom of this unit, so it can be set up anywhere without having to be attached to a wall or the side of a camper or truck, which increases its portability quite a bit. Here's some optional accessories that I added. So basically this is a quick release kit that you can mount to the side of a camper, inside of your truck camper, on the side of your vehicle, anything like that. And it allows you to take this on and off very easily. Say to store it when you're not camping, or if you don't feel safe leaving it out and about somewhere. These are our propane hoses. So this hooks up to your standard, like a grill propane canister that everybody's familiar with. And then this actually hooks up to the single Coleman little green propane bottles, which is what I will be using. This is an extra that you have to add on, but I think it'll be extremely convenient being able to just use the little green propane instead of having to bring a big grill bottle along. So per the website, they say 20 pounds of propane will run hot water for 15 hours. So 20 divided by 15, you get about 1.3 hours of runtime with hot water with just one of these small little canisters. So I think even just one of these canisters would last me multiple trips, because the burner does not cut on unless you have the water flowing, which we will get into once we have this all set up on the camper and functioning. Included in this kit is also a shower head holder. This is a magnet, or you can hang it by something, you know, off your roof rack. And then this just kind of clips right onto your shower head, so then you can adjust it as needed and toggle your water on and off. Here is our pump and our power supply for our pump. So basically you plug this into your power bank or into your vehicle, plug it into this, then you have some pressurized water to feed our hot tap system. So as you guys saw in the last camper build update, here is our shower cube. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I'm gonna store this hot tap system. So this is the box that I'm gonna be keeping the hot tap system in. As you can see, everything fits nice and well in here. I'm attaching it to the custom camper roof rack that we made with these latches just off Amazon, which I will link in the description. Basically just bolt them to the box, bolt to here, 2 on each side. So to take the box down, you just do that and that, and then the other side, and you can just pull it straight down. This is a Pelican 1600 case, if you guys are wondering on the size. Everything seems to fit nicely in there. We got our power cable up there, we got our pump, we got our hoses, and we got our hot tap system. So we'll go ahead and get this down from up here on the roof rack and get it all set up for you guys. All right, with our unit hanging from the side of the camper, I just kind of used a little carabiner and some rope to hang from the roof rack, and I'm hanging it right next to where the shower cube is going to be, so nice and easy access to route everything, which I will show you guys when it's set up. So for our propane, we just screw it onto our 1-pound cylinder, and then we got our quick disconnect. So that just connects nice and easy, just like that. Next, we're gonna grab our red hose, which is gonna be what our hot water is gonna be pumped through coming out of here. Take this little cap off of our red fitting, undo our strap organizer. Go ahead and click that on there. Next is gonna be where our unit is actually gonna get their water from. So it's gonna be your set of blue hoses. You notice one of your hoses is gonna have this funny looking filter thing on the end of it, and then one is just gonna have 2 connection ends. This is what's gonna be going into our water jug or wherever you get your source of water. It actually comes with this little guard, so you can actually throw this thing straight into a stream and pick up water from that and utilize the water out of a natural flowing stream instead of wasting some good drinkable or potable water that you're carrying with you on your vehicle. Here on the back of the pump, just take note of the direction of flow when you're hooking up your hoses. All right, we're just gonna be using this 6-gallon jug from Walmart just to show you guys for the video. So basically this is just gonna plug right into your pump, and then you go ahead and take this, and they sized it really nicely so it can actually fit in the spout of these things, and just go ahead and just drop that straight in your jug, and then that'll be what supplies your unit the water. And then for our power supply, we went ahead and plugged our cord in and ran our power over here to our battery bank. They give you a nice long cord so you can make sure it doesn't get wet and stays out of your way while you're taking your shower or cleaning dishes or whatever you're going to be doing. Now we're going to go ahead and get the rest of the shower set up. Alright guys, so we got everything hooked up. We got our filter in the water, we got our pump hooked up, we got our propane hooked up. On our tent here, we got our shower head put in place. The OVS shower cube's really cool because they give you this little Velcro thing. That just comes factory with this awning and it fits perfectly right there. So the shower head is just mounted right there. Easy to access your on and off switch and easy to operate while you're taking a shower. Basically, first thing you're gonna do is go ahead and kick your pump on. And our pump is off right now because pressure is built up and this thing will auto ignite. So as soon as you hit this button on your shower head, because you want water to start flowing, this thing's going to ignite the propane and it's going to start pumping out hot water. This is going to control your water flow and this is going to control the temperature. So this is low flow, low temperature. If you're to do low flow, high temperature, that's going to be, you know, the hottest setting. So basically it's kind of like a, you know, a kitchen faucet where you add some cold, add some hot to kind of mix things and even it out. Here is going to be displaying our temperature of the water coming out. So let's go ahead and kick this shower head on and we'll kind of show you what goes on with this thing when we do that. So you see we got some nice pressure, plenty of water pressure to take a nice hot shower. Right now it says 77, 78. We'll go ahead and turn the heat up. See, we're climbing pretty quick. And then of course if you add more water, then it'll kind of maintain its temperature. Filling this water, I mean that's just as hot as the water that comes out of the shower in my house, and you don't have to wait for it. And say you go ahead and put your shampoo in, then you can go ahead and cut it off. You hear our pump automatically shuts off, is on standby because it's built up pressure. Our flame went ahead and went out, so you're not wasting propane while you're sitting there, you know, scrubbing in your shampoo or anything like that. And then the moment you're ready to start rinsing again, go ahead and click your button. And then just like that, you got some nice water flowing again for you, so you can rinse off everything you just put on. So overall, I think this is a really, really slick unit. I mean, especially if you had this thing hard mounted to the side of a camper, it'd be nothing just to hook up these hoses, pop out the shower cube, put your water down, hook up your electric, and start taking a shower very quickly. I'm still very pleased with my roof box up there. I think this is still gonna work out awesome for me. A little bit of setup time, but I think it's going to be worth it when me and Amanda go out and do hikes or anything in the summertime camping, or maybe even at the beach, and really just want a nice hot shower when we get back to camp after a long day of being all sweaty. I think a huge plus for me is optional ability to run a 1-pound propane tank. Nobody wants to carry around, you know, a 15-pound cylinder with them everywhere they go. And if this thing could run for an hour, 1.3 hours or so, you can imagine how long this can last if you're very conservative with your water and your use while you're showering. If you guys are wondering how much water that this unit uses, it'll use about 0.6 to 1.6 gallons per minute. So that's obviously based off of our flow adjustment here, and obviously I know 1.6 gallons a minute sounds like a lot, but if you're just kicking it on, rinsing off real quick and then kicking it off, you can really conserve some water and actually get by with not as much water as you might think. They say for a continuous runtime for 5 minutes, depending on your setting, you'll use anywhere from 3.3 to 8 gallons. Obviously 8 gallons seems like a lot for 5 minutes, but obviously that's only if you have your dial cranked way up. I think when we're going to be using this thing, we'll probably have the pressure way back and probably even our heat way back, and we'll be able to make our water last quite a long while. For anybody that may be concerned about heat, during this test, obviously I had it on for here a couple minutes, kind of messing with things, and I can touch the top of this thing with my hand and not get burnt. Now, that's not saying that if you run this thing quite a bit, this might get pretty hot. You might build up some heat and you could feel how the heat transfers to this stuff, but it's still all cool to the touch, even after running it probably about 2 minutes or so total while I was doing these tests. So no matter what you're mounting this thing to, you don't really have to worry about, you know, melting the panel or melting any sort of gear that's around you. It does a really pretty good job about dissipating heat. Just be mindful about what's above it wherever you have it mounted. Overall, I think it's a really smart system. I love how they have it set up where you can turn the button off on the shower head and then not have to worry about continuously using up water or propane. Everything just kind of shuts off and waits for you to be ready for it to be used again. And to me, I think that is just an absolute awesome feature about this setup. So to wrap this video up, I'd like to thank Joolca for sending out their kit. It was actually something that I looked at probably a year ago when they were doing the Kickstarter. It might have been 2 years now, and I thought it was a really cool system. So it's really cool that they reached out to me and wanted me to, you know, test it with the camper. It worked out really well, and I think paired with that shower cube, that is just absolutely awesome setup. And I'm gonna have it to where it's transferable to the truck or the 4Runner, because I don't always bring the camper camping with me. Believe it or not, you think I would use it all the time, but there's certain situations where the camper just doesn't go with me. So having it portable in that box like that was really huge for me. If you guys have any further questions about this Joolca hot tap system, please drop a comment below and I'll do my best to answer them. If there's anything you feel like I missed or didn't cover, I'd love to help you out and help you make a decision on whether or not you'd want to buy one. So once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and we'll see you next time.